time has come. The top two seeds in the college football playoff have arrived for their championship moment. Two teams that have essentially been on a collision course for months. They had high expectations, high pressure, but they met those challenges. Now, which side will go home fulfilling their ultimate dream here tonight? Welcome to Las Vegas, where dreams and fortunes can be made, and the site of this year's national championship game. As we'll see a playoff team from last year, the Miami Hurricanes, taking on a playoff team from last year, the USC Trojans. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler with Kirk Herbstreit. It's time to get this national championship game underway and crown a champion. Kickoff team is out there, and you can feel the energy. One game to determine the national championship. And it's fielded. Returner trying to make something happen. Excellent work by the coverage team. He's brought down after just a short return. Shotgun, it's a handoff. That's a nice tackle there by the senior.
You know, in the era that we live in right now, everybody wants to spread the field around, try to create space, try to create one-on-one matchups, and the defense has countered over the years by trying to play out wide. But here's a great example. The defense has the ability to play wide, but still be solid at the line of scrimmage and not give up big run plays.
It's dropped. Would have been a big play, but he could not hold on.
Chris, a big part of the reason they're playing in this national championship is they're an aggressive offense. They didn't hit this one, but I love the idea, and I think it sends a clear message that this defense better be ready to defend the long ball.
Quarterback pre-snap adjustments now for this defense. Looking downfield, it's St. Clair. Lets it fly to the wideout. Wide open downfield. They bring him down, but a big chunk of yardage on the play.
Well, I've always said I think this quarterback all year long has been able to be as consistent as any quarterback in the country. And when you get the third down, you've got to trust that he's going to make the right decision and throw an accurate ball to give you a chance at a first down. There's another example of it right there.
Brought down, but it's past the line to gain.
In all of our prep work coming into this national championship, I really wondered how this secondary would hold up against this quarterback and this group of receivers. They better be ready to make some adjustments because right now, this quarterback is having his way with them.
Gonna run it. It's Peoples. The defense all over. They stop him right at the line. The Trojans hustle to the line to crank up the tempo.
I don't know what the quarterback saw there. He should have pulled that ball out and tried to make a throw, but instead he hands it off to the poor running back, and it's a tackle for a loss.
They get him down, but that's a solid game.
Just love watching this back run. Gets behind that offensive line, lowers his pads, and gets a nice solid game.
Moment of the opening drive. They face third down. Looking to pick up the first down through the air. Caught near the sticks. It's Hawkins. Tackle is made at the 8-yard line. It'll be first and goal right there.
But these guys clearly weren't even thinking about a field goal on this one. They know that field goals won't win a game like this anyway, so be aggressive. And now it's first and goal.
And the Trojans looking to cap the drive here. It's first and goal. To throw, it's St. Clair. Pressure is coming. Grabbed by the receiver. Stopped right there at the line. No gain.
This defense reminds me of a group that just is all about preparation. They are completely dialed in on this play. Yeah, they give up the completion, but how about that? Nowhere to go after the catch.
Quarterback changing the play now at the line. Looking to pass here on second down. Looking for 6. Touchdown, Southern Cal. They draw first blood in this national title game. Who says he needed explosive plays, Kirk? That was a long, grinding scoring drive.
And think about this. This is a national championship, and you're able to execute like that against this quality of a defense, and that is a great job by the coordinator and the quarterback being in sync and putting together a heck of a drive.
Kick bounces out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. They'll try the ground game here with the running back. It's good for a 3-yard gain, so 2nd and 7.
Defense does a really nice job here of being able to contain that run game, held them just to 2 yards. Chris, to me, this changes the playbook a little bit now for the offense. The guy calling the plays at second day, that's a different deal. Now he's got to probably thinking about going through the air instead of staying on the ground.
Quarterback wants to throw it on second down. Oh, they trapped him for a sack.
Well, the defensive end's just too athletic for this offensive line. Coming off the edge, quarterback didn't even see him coming. How about that sack for the defense?
Here comes 3rd and long. Giving up that sack has made this a real challenge for the offense. Now in 3rd and very long, looking to throw. Looking deep downfield to the left. Catch made all the way down inside the 35. They bring him down, but not before an explosive play through this offense through the air.
What a clutch play here by this offense to convert on 3rd down. I know it's still early in this game, but the fact that they've dug themselves a hole to convert there and keep this drive alive, they got a new set of downs and a chance to dig into this lead.
The gain is 4, so it's 2nd and 6.
Chris, I know it's not a huge gain. You didn't pick up the first down, but it's still early in this game. Never abort this running game. You keep working. It's kind of like a body blow in a boxing match. Keep wearing the defense down, and eventually you can hit a big one.
To throw, it's Johnson. Bringing pressure. Hit as he releases it, and the pass ball is incomplete.
Boy, this one's on the offensive line, Chris. They've got to do a better job of protecting the franchise quarterback. This guy's as good as there is in the country, and they're letting this pressure get to their quarterback. You either get the ball out faster, or the offensive line's got to do a better job of taking care of their guy.
After the incompletion, they'll face a 3rd and 6. Linebackers moving around trying to confuse the offense. Motion by the back will make the defense adjust. That one is incomplete. The defender was right there, and it brings up 4th down now.
Man, I was hoping he'd be able to hold on to that football. That would have been a big play there on 3rd down. Now a big decision coming up here on 4th.
The field goal is good.
I was watching this guy in pregame. He has got a strong leg. I'm surprised here he's able to put 3 points up here for the offense.
Fields it inside the 5-yard line. He's tackled at the 21. That's where the drive will start. Out there to start a new drive from the 21. Somebody up there got a little too antsy at the line of scrimmage. And the head coach will decide to accept the penalty and take the yardage. Dropping back, it's St. Clair. Moves out of the pocket. Looking deep down the left side. That ball's incomplete. An aggressive deep shot on first down.
Well, the defense does a really good job of getting that initial pressure on the quarterback, but this is what he can do. His athletic ability and his legs gets him away from the pressure. He buys some time, and I love how he keeps his eyes downfield. He's not scrambling to run. He's scrambling to make a big play with his arm, just unable to connect with the receiver downfield, but good effort and a good play.
Quarterback looking to pass here on second down. Fires it to the wideout. That one falls incomplete. Looking for a flag. Doesn't get it. Brings up third down.
Chris, I thought he had his hands on that football. I thought he was going to come down with it. But give the defense all the credit with a big hit to knock that ball loose.
Well, a serious challenge for this offense. You don't want to be in third and long inside your own 20. How much of a risk will they take to try to pick up this first down? Out of the gun now on third down. He escapes the pocket. Oh, and another incompletion.
Tough possession here for this offense. That's 3 straight incompletions and now facing a 4th and 10.
And the Trojans will line up to kick it away. It's a rough series for the offense, and now he's on to punt it away. Coverage team gets him down, and that'll do it for the first period. And it's USC in front here because we break for the quarter. We've reached the end of one in this battle for the national championship. Before moving on, let's check out the stats so far. Plenty of time for some plot twists here as we begin the second quarter. So here we go, first play of the quarter. The offense has a first down. On the run, it's Brown. 5-yard gain, so it's 2nd and 5.
I'll take that every single time. Offensive line does a nice job up front. This back's vision and ability to get positive yards by lowering his pads on full display right there.
The game makes it 2nd and medium. Looking to throw. It's Johnson. Lets it go quickly. Wide open downfield. Tackle made, but a strong arm throw by the senior quarterback.
You know, we talked this week with the offensive coordinator about what makes this receiver so special. He kept referring to his route running. Here's an example of that. Great route, enough separation to give the quarterback a nice lane to throw the football.
Here's a quick throw off the play fake. Really solid first down gain. He's just short of the marker, so maybe a chance here to take a downfield shot.
Well, it's a game of matchups. Always has been and it always will be, especially on the perimeter. And the quarterback believes his guy is better than their guy.
Out of the shotgun, he'll hand it off. The Canes pick up first down yardage to keep the drive going.
Boy, this back is running very well today and living up to so many great backs that they've had over the years at Miami. Edgerrin James and Frank Gore and Willis McGahee and Clinton Portis. All those guys won a lot of games and ran the ball well. And right now, they got to be loving what they're seeing from this back.
Looking to throw it on first down. Looking for his back. Nice throw, caught for a completion. And they've got him at the 4, but a big gain on that catch and run.
That's another positive game here for this offense, and this defensive coordinator is going to have to make some kind of adjustments to get this quarterback out of his rhythm. It's the national championship, man. You've got to take chances and mix up your coverages because right now what you're doing just isn't working.
The Hurricanes looking to finish the drive here. It's 1st and goal. Dropping back, it's Johnson. The pocket breaking down. They pressure him and sack him. He'll be tackled inside the 10.
That's a big sack by this defense here on first down. Now, the offense still has opportunities to rectify this situation, but it's not the best way to start a first-and-goal situation.
And they're moving the receiver now before the snap. They look to throw it here on second down. On the move now. He'll try a pass here. And it's incomplete that time. Just out of reach of the receiver.
Risky throw here on second down. You know, small spaces down here can be an issue for any quarterback. Very interested to see what they call here on third down coming up.
Great job with the defense so far. It's third and goal from a long way out. Out of the gun now on third down. Makes the grab. Can he get there? Tackled there by the defense. They keep the kicker on the sidelines. It's worked out from the 4, and they're going for it. From the shotgun, drops back. Looking to the end zone. Intercepted in the end zone. Tackle made after a short return, but the pick ends that threat.
Oh, Chris, against zone coverage like that and the ball thrown deep down the middle of the field, you've got to layer that throw in. Very challenging throw, requires a nice touch with a strong arm, and the quarterback that time just did not make the throw.
First play of the drive, they'll come out throwing. And the ball is hauled in. Tackle made after a solid gain. They'll spot the ball for 31.
Boy, just a great throw and outstanding accuracy by this USC quarterback. We always know over the years that SC has as much history as anybody at this quarterback spot, and sure is living up to that right now.
Big guys up front lined up. It's first down. Back goes in motion now. Let's see how the defense adjusts. Breaks into open space. He's past the marker and still going. They get him down with the junior with an excellent run there.
Coaches told us in the pregame production meetings they love this back's mixture of speed and power. We know about the speed, but he also showed the ability to break tackles on that run.
It's the 2-minute timeout. Nice to have a close game here as we approach the half. Great start to the drive. Back-to-back explosive plays, and now another first down. And then first down, right back to the running game. And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup. Second down after that previous play. Dropping back, it's St. Clair. And he's going to heave it deep right down the middle. They try a downfield shot. That's a good effort there. But now it's third down.
Well, if it hasn't been made abundantly clear by now, they want to get the ball downfield to this guy. That was almost his second touchdown alone here in the first half.
They're backed up here trying to make something happen on third and long. Dropping back. They're going to throw for the first down. Looking for the wide out. That pass is batted away. Incomplete. The Trojans will send their punt team onto the field. Look at it, kick it away for the second time. And we'll see what he can do on the return. And the return will be brought down. First play of the drive, they'll set up at the 16. On 1st and 10, looking to throw. Makes the grab. It's Pringle. They bring down the receiver, but that's a nice gain on that play. They'll have to hurry now. 2nd down with the clock ticking. Quarterback drops back from the shotgun, looking for a receiver. Grab near the sticks. It's Pringle. They'll stop him at the 34. That will be a 1st down.
Good job here, the quarterback. His primary receiver did not look open. Instead of forcing the ball, he finds the running back as a check down and picks up a 1st down.
To the air, it's Johnson. Quick throw to his receiver. Makes the grab and keeps the foot in bounds. That's going to be enough for a 1st down. Great play.
Good route running by that receiver on the corner. Was able to make a sharp break and run toward that open hole in the defense.
This offense trying to get going has put together a positive drive here in the 2nd quarter. On 1st and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. Looking deep to the right side. Receiver makes the grab inside the 15. Tackle finally made down at the 13-yard line.
Boy, a great job of coming up with a huge play by this offense. A nice pass by the quarterback, and you look at the time here before we get to the half. They got a real shot here to put a touchdown up on the board.
And the Canes getting set on 1st and 10. The quick throw out left, complete. Brought down at the 7, but the completion moves him into scoring position. The timeout is called to talk strategy. Close game here as we approach halftime. So here comes 2nd down now. Every play important down here in the red zone. And they'll run it out of the shotgun. And the senior able to make the stop after a short gain. The offense will call a timeout. That's their 2nd of the half. The offense comes back out there. Not much time left. Perhaps just time for a couple plays before the half. QB keeper all the way. He's going to lose ground on the run. Now it's going to bring up 4th and short. So a timeout is called. Just a few seconds left here in the 1st half. So they won't take a shot at the end zone. Out comes the field goal team trying to get 3 before the end of the half. The kick is good. He knocked it right down the middle.
And that one, my gosh, I mean, it's almost too easy. Nice kick.
So here's the kickoff now. Offense settling for 3, tacking on a little bit of momentum before the halftime break. He's going to return it from deep in the end zone. He'll be tackled at the 21. That's good work by the coverage team. Looks like the final play of the half coming up. Handoff here from the shotgun. And they'll stop him short of the line to gain. Minutes going to wrap up the 1st half here. Let's kick it down to Kevin Connors with our halftime update. The Trojans will kick this away to get the 2nd half going. That one bounces through the end zone, so they'll start at the 25. And the Hurricanes offense retakes the field. Looking for a fast start, trying to take control of the game here in the 3rd quarter. They bring him down to the 32-yard line.
This is a good, solid game. 5 or 6 yards. Love to see that from the running game.
Second down after that run on the previous play. The defense with more pre-snap movement. To throw, it's Johnson. He's running out of time here. Breaks loose at the 45.
Chris, watch him work through his progressions here. Finds the first and the second option aren't there. By the third option, he's got to pull it down and try to pick up some positive yards, of which he did, and then he slides down to avoid the big hit.
First down, looking to throw the football. The pass rush closing in. And that's just thrown away. A pretty obvious intentional grounding call. Yeah, here's the marker. Now here comes the bunch formation. Tackle is made, just a short gain after the completion.
Just a good job of spreading the wealth, making sure everybody's getting their touches. When you do that, the defense can't lock in on one guy or two guys. Make them have to be aware of everybody, and allows you to continue to spread the ball around and spread the field, making it tougher for this defense.
Looking to throw it on third and very long. Running out of time in the pocket. Catch made inside the 10. Touchdown, Canes. And they jump on top here in the second half.
Chris, how dangerous is this offense? Well, of course, you know about the receivers, those vertical shots, but here's an example. You get the ball to the running back out in space, takes it all the way to the end zone for a touchdown.
What have they got cooked up for this two-point conversion attempt? Looking to throw. It's Johnson. He makes the catch, a successful two-point conversion.
Chris, as you know, the windows are so tight down here, especially when you're throwing the ball this close to the goal line. And this quarterback was just simply dealing to thread that ball in there for two. Great throw.
And it's fielded. Returner trying to create good field position here. And the coverage team pins him in and brings him down. And here comes the USC offense back on the field. Pre-snap motion from the receiver. First play of the drive, looking to throw the football. It's a sack. They've got him back at the 4-yard line.
A risky call here. Close to their own goal line. They're lucky they did not give up a safety in 2 points.
A sack sets up a second down and very long. There's the snap. Quarterback setting up to throw. Short pass finds the tight end. Brought down, but broken tackle produces a solid gain there.
And there's the tight end who shows off his hands.
So a tricky situation here. Third and very long inside your own 20. How much of a risk do you take? You know this defense could be very aggressive at this moment. Drop him back. They're going to throw for the first down. Fires it to the wide out. And it's picked off. He throws it right into double coverage and pays for it. Oh, and he goes out at the 1. So close to a pick six there, but a great play.
Just a great job of anticipating that and coming up with a big interception by this defense. Because they have this lead, they've really forced this offense to become one-dimensional. They're expecting the ball to be into the air. The defensive back.
And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Hurricanes. Well, they began with great field position, and that didn't take long at all, Curry.
Well, that's how you take advantage of an opportunity. Your defense sets you up in great field position. You're not looking for a field goal. You're looking for a touchdown. Give the credit to this offense for being aggressive and punching it in.
So after putting up the touchdown, the kickoff team is out there to boot it away. And he'll lead the kickoff right there at the start of the 25. continue to trust this quarterback in the passing game. To Dirt right down the middle. Deep ball is caught for a huge gain here. What a catch by the sophomore.
It's a nice throw and a great catch by this USC wide receiver to pick up a first down. And boy, oh boy, USC quarterbacks and receivers, efficiency and timing and speed and execution.
Looking downfield near the end zone. And he's got it. Touchdown, Trojans.
What a combination. This quarterback and this receiver. What I love here is the quarterback does a good job of not waiting too long. You're going to run out of room if you do. Got the ball out early enough, gave the receiver a chance to not only make the catch, but to get his feet down for that touchdown.
PHC is good. They still trail them. Kickoff team out there. They are fired up after just scoring a touchdown.
USC 14.
And he'll just take a knee. Drive will start at the 25-yard line. And the Miami offense is back on the field. They punched it into the end zone the last time. Let's see if this defense has made some adjustments to stop him this time. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
Chris, that play just didn't have much of a chance at all from the snap. Quarterback hands this off and just nowhere to go. It's almost like the defense was anticipating the play call, and they put themselves in a position to come up with a nice tackle for a loss.
Quickly behind the sticks here after the loss. Second down and 11. Linebackers maybe trying to confuse the line with some movement. Looking downfield. It's Johnson. He'll take a deep shot. Pass ball is incomplete on the deep shot, but there is a penalty marker down. Let's check it out. So that offensive penalty will be declined by the defense. They're happy to take the result of that play. Offense sets the formation. It's third down. Dropping back, they're going to throw for the first down. Back-to-back deep shots. That deep shot is caught for a big gain. They bring him down, but it's a big gainer to the 47.
Well, this quarterback is unflappable. Here they are working with the lead in the second half. Get to a third down. You got to throw the football. This is where you trust the quarterback to make a good decision, an accurate throw. He does it, you convert, and you keep working that clock.
The Canes starting a new series here on 1st and 10. They're going to run it here. Defense gets him down, but they'll take the gain on that play.
It's a really good, solid run. I know it's not the flashiest big play, but it's important for your offense to be able to get yards like that on early downs. You stay ahead of the chains, and it opens up the playbook for the second and third down coming up.
Again, makes it second and medium. Here's the snap, looking to throw. Turns it loose downfield. That's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no flag, brings up third down. Movement at the second level of the defense now. Looking to pass. It's Johnson. And he's going to take a shot down the left side. The pass is dropped incomplete with it. Had a huge gain. Took his eye off the ball.
Boy, Chris, what a hit there on that third down play by the defensive back. If he doesn't make that play, that's probably a first down, and they move the sticks. Instead, we've now... 4th down.
One team stays on the sideline. Offense going for it on 4th down. Wasn't alert enough, didn't get the playoff. That'll cost him 5 yards. Obviously, the defense will decline that penalty on the offense and take the result of that play. The Hurricanes will bring their punt team on the field now. Looking to flip the field here. Oh, and it lands at the 4 and bounces in for a touchback. And looking to throw now on 1st down. He dumps it off to the tight end.
And here the tight end shows off his hands for a nice gain. Love to see the big man get his touch.
Quarterback checks the defensive look, makes some adjustments. Lets it fly out of the wideout. Pass ball is incomplete. There was a lot of contact. No penalty. Brings up 3rd down.
Well, this quarterback and his receivers have got to get on the same page. They've got to find a rhythm if they want to move the ball down the field.
Offense looking to convert on 3rd and short from the 27. And they pick up the 1st on the ground. Across the 40. They bring him down, but that's a solid gain on the play. The Trojans will hustle to the line to crank the tempo.
Good job up front by that offensive line, getting a good push to be able to allow the...
He'll take a deep shot here. Oh, the pass is picked off. Breaks into the open. Follows the pick with a nice return before finally being brought down.
Well, for defensive backs, man, they salivate for opportunities like this. Some may only get 1 or 2 a year, and he was not going to squander this chance.
To begin the drive here, set up at the 30. Here's that defense shifting again. There's the handoff. He shreds the tackle. Runs into the teeth of that defense, picks up just a couple yards. As we take a break for the quarter here, it's Miami in front. We've reached the end of the 3rd quarter in this national championship battle that has lived up to the hype. Before the final period, let's check out the game stats. Offense getting set for a 2nd down here to begin the quarter. Scanning the field, it's Johnson. It's incomplete. That was caused by the defensive pressure. And now it brings up 3rd down.
Man, the quarterback got nailed there, Chris. We'll have to take another look. He gets the ball out, but he took a big hit. This offensive line has got to do a better job at taking care of their superstar if they want to have a chance to win this game.
Offense been in reverse here. Now a long way to go to convert this 3rd down. Dropping back, looking to throw for the 1st down. Looking deep downfield to the left. Caught way downfield and still running inside the 20. That's a huge gain down to the 16 in one play. They've suddenly become a threat to score. This This offense showing their explosive ability. One huge play, and they're set up in the red zone. And the ball is handed off out of the shotgun. Defense stops him, but that's a solid gain.
Well, how fitting for him to get another nice carry here, because it's been that kind of game in the national title. We knew coming in that he was going to be showcased. I didn't think he would have this kind of performance on this big of a stage, but he has, and a big reason why they're going to win this national title.
Now they're running on the toss. That's a nice tackle there by the senior.
The offense that time just trying to get the ball out on the perimeter, trying to find some space to be able to get their speed into. Pretty good job by the defense slowing them down.
So here we go, third down. Defense needs to stop here, try to force a field goal attempt. And third and short, they hand the ball off. Touchdown, Miami. Still no answer for this offensive machine. So the offense flexing, Kirk, and stretching the lead here now in the second half.
Well, you can catch your breath here a little bit if you're this offense. That touchdown can help you out. But now your own defense can help you preserve the lead so you can go back out and continue to build upon that to the finish.
Extra point up and good. A 2-touchdown lead here now in the fourth quarter. You got momentum after scoring that touchdown. Now the kickoff team out there to kick it away. He's going to return it from near the goal line. Boom. Gets it to the 25-yard line. That's where they'll start the drive. And the Trojans' offense is back out on the field. This drive is important. Last one ended in an interception. Let's see if they can get it going here. He's going for a big play downfield. The pass is dropped. Would have been a big game, but he couldn't hold on.
This is smart defense. When you're trying to protect the lead late in the game, you know they're going to take some shots. Get those safeties and those defensive backs back far, anticipating a deep throw, and knock the ball away.
Trying to flex the ground game here. Running back takes the handoff. And the defense able to hold him there to a short gain. And the Trojans come to the line looking to crank up the tempo. Back to pass. It's St. Clair. Throws it to the right. What a catch. They get him down, but not before he reaches the 39.
I love to see this team fighting the way they are. Picking up a first down on that third down shows you they still believe. They still think they got a shot to come back and compete in this game.
The Trojans with 1st and 10 here. There's the snap. They'll set up to throw. Zips it down the middle. Oh, he dropped it. Can you believe it? A huge gain slips through his hands.
This is a much better job by this defense after giving up some yards on the previous play. This time they made sure this one fell incomplete.
Second down, they're going to throw it. Receiver looks it in. It's complete. After second effort, he's brought down, but he's past the marker.
Hey, it's a nice gain here, and they get the first down to stop the clock. But late in the game, trailing by a couple scores, these receivers have got to be thinking about getting out of bounds as often as they can to preserve that clock, to give them a real shot to come back to win it.
And the Trojans pick up enough yards to move the sticks. Finds his man. It's Hawkins. They stop him, but it's a first down. A new set of downs after that completion. Looking to throw it from the red zone. He cannot escape. It's a sack. First down sack. Pushes the ball back. Second down coming up.
Between the defensive scheme and the athletic ability of this front and the linebackers getting pressure as well, the way they've been able to harass this quarterback has a lot to do with why they're enjoying such a big lead in the national title.
Eighth play of the drive coming Dropping back, it's St. Clair. He's got it looking for the end zone. And he's brought down at the 1-yard line. What a play on the completion. Here we go, first and goal. A touchdown here gets him right back into this game. And they're trying to punch it in here. And he busts into the end zone. Touchdown, USC. Here we go, national championship game, fourth quarter, one-possession game, Kurt. Let's see who's going to step up.
Well, the stakes can't get any bigger. The offense has done their job to give themselves a chance. But what about their opponent? What about the other side? How will they handle this pressure? Late in the game, they still have the lead. I want to see what their plan of attack is and how aggressive they might be willing to be.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone. So a touchback will start at the 25. And here comes the Miami offense back out onto the field. Pounding away with the run game. That's a solid gain. Moves the ball to the 29.
Chris, good job here on this stop, but remember the ball is inbounds and the clock keeps moving here late in the game and you're trailing. As a defense, you got to start thinking about utilizing those timeouts. You got all three to use. At what point are you going to start putting those into play?
Second down after that run on the previous play. Linebackers making some adjustments now. Quarterback looking to throw it on second down. Looking for his big tight end. He makes the grab. Here we go. A national championship is so close if the offense can keep the football and just bleed out the clock. From the shotgun, handoff inside. Catch made, but the defense gobbles him up for just a short gain. And now it's the defense that calls timeout here, trying to get organized and preserve as much clock as possible. A national championship right in front of them if the offense can keep the football away here. Back to throw. It's Johnson. Hop over the middle. It's Jackson. Tackle finally made at the 37. It'll be first and 10 from there.
They're still trusting this quarterback to make great throws, and why not? He has had a game you dream about in the national championship. Every throw right on the money. He's had time to make great throws, and he has delivered to be, in my opinion, the MVP in the national title.
When a player is down injured after that last play, we'll take a timeout while they check him out. Second and short. This offense can keep this up. They're going to wrap the game up comfortably. Toss play. Back heads to his right. He stopped, but he gets a first down.
Anytime you like to run the toss play successfully, that means you're going to have to win the battle on the edges. That means you seal the edge in order to let your back get to the corner. They got it done there. They had a nice game.
From the shotgun, here's an inside give. Only a small gain. Now looking at 2nd and 9. Championship is so close if the offense can keep the football and just bleed out the clock. It's a short game, but look at that defense swarm to the football. Now a timeout is taken with just 5 seconds remaining. Offense thinking touchdown, not field goal, facing a 3rd and long from the 3-yard line. They'll run it from the gun. Football's loose. Scooped up, offense still has it on the run. And that'll do it. We have a national champion. The the last team standing at the top of the mountain for national championship.
Well, it's been so much fun to watch this team play all year long. They've had some challenging moments. They've been able to overcome them. And how fitting, a close game in the national championship. They come through one more time. As you say, they hold the trophy. They are the national champions of the year.
And that's going to do it as we crown another national champion and punctuate a wild, exciting season of college football. For Kirk Herbstreit and our entire crew behind the scenes, I'm Chris Fowler, and this has been a presentation of EA Sports College Football. They are official, your kings of college football and national champions, the Miami Hurricanes.